Good evening.
Good evening.
Hi.
Welcome to the board game house for our special Halloween stream.
Hi everyone, how you guys doing? Tonight we are going to be playing Mysterium.
Mysterium.
It is one of our favorite board games.
It is fun. I love Halloween. Don't look at me like that.
We have a couple of guests that will be joining us here in just a moment.
We have guests.
Yay!
Two of them. Two of our good friends, Lauren and Cass, will be jumping on stream here in just a moment. First, as usual, we're going to play a video for you guys to kind of get you guys to know how to play the game.
How to play.
And we will be right back.
Enjoy the video.
In 1894, a murder took place at the Count of Warwick's beautiful manor in Scotland. A manservant was slain at a costume party. Ruled an accident, the ghost of the servant still haunts the halls, trying to reveal his murderer 28 years later. Mysterium is a cooperative mystery-solving game for 2 to 6 players from Libellud. Players assume the roles of mediums, trying to solve the mystery of the murder before time runs out and the ghost can no longer hold his form. Will you be able to decipher the ghost's vision, or will he disappear before you can figure it out? Let's find out in Mysterium. Take the character, location, and object psychic cards and shuffle them. The number of cards you lay out depends on 2 things: the number of players and the level of difficulty you wish to play. When choosing the number of players, be sure to include the ghost in that number. Lay out the appropriate number of character psychic cards and place the character progress board below them. Repeat this for the location and object cards. Place the epilogue progress board at the top of the play area. The clairvoyancy track is double-sided, one side for 4 to 5 players, the other is for 6 to 7 players. These are indicated in the bottom corners by a circle of dots. For this game, I have set up for 4 players and 1 ghost, so 5 total players, at a medium difficulty. I have 7 cards laid out above their respective progress boards. Build the clock and set the hand on the 1 o'clock spot and place it near the board. In Mysterium, players can assume one of 2 roles, either the ghost, trying to give visions to let the world know who killed them, where it happened, and what weapon was used, or the mediums, trying to decipher those visions. Set up the ghost screen at the end of the table. Take the ghost tokens and place them under their corresponding color on the screen. Each of the character, location, and object psychic cards have numbers on the back that will correspond with the numbers on the ghost cards. Find the matching numbered cards and shuffle each stack. Draw the number of cards equal to the number of mediums and place them in their corresponding pockets on the back of the screen. Each player will have their own column. Take the number of crows as indicated by the difficulty level you have chosen. For example, I have put 4 of each type of card into pockets representing characters my players have chosen. I have taken all 3 of the crows and placed them near the screen. Now shuffle the vision cards and draw 7 of them. This is your starting hand. The ghost is now ready to play. Choose your character and take the corresponding colored sleeves, crystal ball intuition token, clairvoyancy tokens, and clairvoyancy level marker. Place the intuition token on the character progress board. Place your clairvoyancy level marker on the outside edge of the clairvoyancy track with the arrow pointing down at 0. The number of clairvoyancy tokens you get is determined by the number of players you have. For a 2 to 3 player game, you do not receive tokens. For a 4 to 5 player game, you receive the tokens labeled 1 through 4, and for a 6 to 7 player game, you will receive all of the tokens. Now you are ready to play! Mysterium is played in 2 phases: reconstruction of events and revealing the culprit. Players have 7 rounds to correctly guess the suspect, location, and weapon. If someone cannot guess in 7 rounds, the game is over. The ghost communicates only by vision cards. This means that you cannot speak, give clues, or even change your body language in a way that might give away if your players are right or wrong. The ghost can pick any player to start with. They will choose however many cards out of their hand that they feel best represents the suspect card and hand them to the corresponding player. The ghost can keep track of who they have handed cards to by pushing the ghost tokens up to the screen. Once you have given a player cards, draw back up to 7. Do this for every player. If you feel that you do not have cards that accurately represent the suspect, you can use your crows. Place a crow marker on the top of the screen and discard your hand and draw 7 new cards. Be sure to keep track of what cards are on the table, or you may lead your players in a different direction on accident. Once you have given vision cards to all players, flip the sand timer, discard the rest of your hand, and draw 7 new cards for the next round. Once you have received your vision cards from the ghost, you can begin to decipher what they mean. This can be discussed with the rest of the players. However, we like to try and make a gut decision before opening it up for discussion. If you have made a decision, place your intuition token on the card. More than one intuition token can be placed on a single card. However, that does mean that one person will be correct and the other will be wrong. Or they could both be wrong. Other players can gain momentum on the clairvoyancy tracker by marking your guess correct or incorrect by placing their clairvoyancy tokens next to your intuition token. If you think someone is correct, place your clairvoyancy token with the green check mark on it pointing toward that player's intuition token. If you think it is incorrect, place the clairvoyancy token with the red X on it. You have until the sand timer runs out to make your decisions. Once the timer runs out, the ghost will then tell each player whether they interpreted the vision correctly or not. If they have, the player will move their intuition token onto the next progress board, take their suspect card, and place it into their sleeve. Then, give their vision cards back to the ghost to be placed in the discard pile. If the player was incorrect, they will move their intuition token back to the original progress board and keep their vision cards. The ghost will give them more cards in the next round. If clairvoyancy tokens have been placed, those who were correct will move their clairvoyancy track marker up 1 space. If you were incorrect, your track marker does not move. Place the used tokens on the clock in their indicated spaces. Finally, move the clock hand up 1 hour. Repeat this until everyone has reached the epilogue progress board, or you have completed 7 rounds. A few more things. Once the clock hits 4, players will receive all of their used clairvoyancy tokens that were placed on the clock back to be used for the rest of the game, so don't be shy about putting them out at the beginning. Once players reach the progress board, their clairvoyancy track marker will go up the number of spaces equal to the number of hours left on the clock. You can still use your clairvoyancy tokens to guess if other players are correct or incorrect to move higher on the tracker. Once all players have reached the epilogue progress board, the final phase begins.
They can still hear you. We're back!
All right.
Still not in frame.
The video, it played all the way through, and now we are set up.
Here, I'll lean back.
Don't lean too far back.
There's fire back there.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to touch anything.
The game is Mysterium from Libellud Games.
And we are joined by 2 of our friends. Would you like to introduce yourself, ladies?
Sure. Hi, I'm Lauren.
This is Lauren.
Hi, I'm Kat.
That's Cass.
Or Cassandra if you want to be fancy.
Mm-hmm,
Or
that's true.
Cassandra.
If you want to be fancier.
And we are in costume.
Because
Ish.
Am I?
it's Halloween.
Halloween!
So, as the video said, Mysterium is a game about a ghost who's been murdered, except that this ghost kind of has amnesia, and he doesn't remember exactly who murdered him. You'll feel like this game is slightly close to Clue in the fact that you're trying to figure out who did it, where they did it, and how they did it. Now, the way this game is slightly different is, as I'm handing them clues, each one of them has a different person, a different place, and a different weapon. So that's where it's going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be handing these vision cards that are very abstract artwork that is beautiful, but it may not have anything to do with what they're actually looking for.
We're going to try and show you the cards as much as we can.
Yeah.
So just so you can get an idea about how gorgeous this game is. Like,
Yeah.
we have a lot.
Just everybody needs to be done a little bit.
We've got a lot of games that have beautiful art. This one is probably my favorite.
Well,
Agreed.
Scoot it up and rotate it around maybe. 1, 2, 3,
So
4, 5.
we've got it all set up. We
7.
have our whodunits down here at the bottom.
Oh, before we start, in my how-to video, I talk about a timer. So here's the thing, we have a house rule. because we have a lot of those. When we first started playing the game, we were like, this is going to be really abstract. Maybe we shouldn't use the timer right away. And then we never got back to using the timer because we thought it put too much pressure on everybody.
No, we don't use that shit.
And
Timers cause anxiety attacks.
and honestly, frankly, especially tonight, because we want to be talking with you guys as we're playing, this way we're not pressured with the time
Too much
as well.
pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay,
All right.
so now I'm gonna get back to it. This is the whodunits. We have 7 scoundrels down here who all look vaguely suspicious.
Do you want to say who they are?
Well, they're what
We
looks
have the
like
maid,
a maid or a nanny.
the gardener. That's
Yeah.
definitely a maid.
Okay, sure.
Gardener.
The groundskeeper.
We don't know what this woman
Not a
is.
groundskeeper.
She's a groundskeeper.
He's a
He's a man.
groundskeeper.
I know.
He's a gardener.
He's a
He's a
groundskeeper.
gardener.
This is 1920s
She goes
groundskeeper.
to the market, sir.
She like takes care of the kids and stuff.
Yeah, we don't know what she is.
She might be a home
If that music's too loud, let me know.
body.
Yeah, let us know.
Teacher.
Clearly a teacher.
Mechanic.
Nope, he works with metal. He does like metal type. He's got
Locksmith.
could be a locksmith.
Who's
Works
Works
with all
with
kinds of metal, looks like.
yeah.
He's a metal worker.
Scary doctor man.
Indeed, he makes house calls.
Don't want him in my house.
And the mailman.
The mailman. Because
All right.
the mailman is always suspicious.
And to get us started,
Hi, Sunshiny.
Cassandra.
Yes.
Okay.
Ears
well,
are bleeding. We're working on it.
All right.
Is the music too loud or
Is
is
it the
our
music or is
voice?
it us? Answer as quickly as you can.
So the next row up is going to be where the murder happened. We've got several places here. Starting over here, it looks like a study that's got a ship and some paintings and some tribal masks.
Kidding.
We
All right.
have a shed, an outside
I
shed
was kidding.
that's kind of scary. We have a back patio, which
This
has
is
been
Asia. Don't read anything I say.
abandoned.
A liar.
An abandoned patio. We have an upstairs attic that's a lot like the attic in Haunted Mansion because there's a wedding dress and there's scary lights.
It's very pretty though.
It is. And then we have the stoop, a front stoop. There's eagle statues. We have
And a carriage.
and a carriage. There's the pool, which there's still water in it.
This is 1000% from Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm ready to start.
And the last one, I'm not through this stuff yet. Hold your horses. The last one is the kitchen.
Did he do anything for them? Maybe. I'll have to look.
This is the kitchen.
That makes me wonder.
It's getting stuff cooked in. And then finally is the weapons.
They
We
can
have
see the weapons.
Okay, sure. We have hempen rope. We have a putter. We have a straight razor. We have a bear trap.
Yikes.
We have a creepy Jack in the Box or a
I think it's just
Cube.
a cube.
I think it's a
block.
child's
It's a wood block.
either way it's creepy.
It's a wood
I
block.
like that you're using your pipe to
There-
to things.
There is an iron, a hot iron, and one single bladed
Skate.
skate.
You don't know that that's hot. It
Okay.
could just be.
I am ready to start.
Who's
What
going
So,
to, sir?
as I hand these cards, I'm not allowed to give anything away with my actions. So, this is going to Cass.
So normally the ghost wouldn't talk at all, but that's not entertaining for the internet. So he's going to talk
Internet.
while we look at the cards.
And we can show them the cards
Yes.
via that.
Once you get through looking at them, don't worry about them.
Let
Play
me
your
do it
game.
First.
Yeah. You get to play
Go
first,
with-
and then
I'll
you can worry
share,
about
I
them.
promise.
Go with your gut
I'm creeping.
stuff.
Megan did talk about that in the video, and that's something that we like to do. We like to make our gut choice first, then we'll show our cards to everyone else and get their, reactions or feelings on it, and then after that, you make your choice if you want to stay with what you thought or if you want to switch it up to what everybody else was thinking. This is one of those games where it allows for a lot of opportunity for like homebrew type rules and for you to play your own game, and it's still very fun.
And the more you play it, and the more you add new people to it, it throws a completely different dynamic your way because
Yes.
people don't think the same.
Well, they all perceive these
Lauren?
pictures differently.
Exactly.
Right.
So,
Yeah, because there is one picture in particular that we know that Lauren is not allowed to have
every one has an opinion.
because she thinks it's the stonemason, which isn't even a stonemason.
Thought.
He's a stonemason.
He's a sculptor.
Thought he's a sculptor, but we know that I think it's a
He's a sculptor.
stonemason.
He has stone and he turns it into a lion's head. He's a stonemason.
That's a sculptor. That's what a sculptor does.
No, a
It's-
sculptor uses clay. A stonemason
No, a
chisels.
No, a sculptor still chisels.
I feel like a sculptor is a type of stonemason.
Quick dictionary. Stonemason.
Someone
All right.
Google
I
that.
don't know.
Oh
no.
Someone Google that shit.
Yes, please. I forget that I'm allowed to curse.
Hey, betches!
Hey,
Thanks for
betches.
the follow.
Ooh. Oh no.
Speaking of followers, I'm just going to start it early. We're looking to get to 50 by November the 15th.
We're already at 33 and we're really excited.
We are so close.
We
Oh,
should
wait.
be at 34.
I
Because
think
didn't you say you followed us, Cassandra?
I did.
Oh, she did.
She
We
did.
are
See?
34. Sometimes this thing is behind.
Momentum. We're just
I think
picking
I
up
did.
steam.
that's right. Guys, I think I know what it is, but I want your opinion.
I think I know what mine is as well.
I don't have my cards
Derek
yet.
doesn't have his
I
cards
have
yet.
no
yeah,
idea.
he doesn't have his card yet.
Derek doesn't have his cards yet, but while the ghost
How is this
does
supposed to
that,
help me?
I'm gonna show them what my card is.
All right,
And
go.
explain my logic.
Go with your gut.
I can't actually see. Okay.
There it is.
So this is
Down
the
lower towards you. There you go.
There
beautiful,
you go.
beautiful card. If you can't see, it looks like an ostrich coming out of a painting. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes they really
They
don't.
really
Most
don't.
of them don't.
But for me,
I
this
know.
card speaks to
Yes.
feather duster,
Ooh.
That is-
right?
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm going to put my girl on feather duster.
Okay.
Or, and I'm just tossing this out there while we're looking at it,
Uh huh.
could the gardener or groundskeeper chase the ostrich?
Okay. The
I
reason I'm
think
gonna
you're
say no is because these are my cards that are
Uh-huh.
both outside and very green. So
Sure,
I'm
sure, sure.
saying that mine is the gardener.
I agree.
Going out on a limb, who can tell me that this is for the mailman? You're going to a stoop, you're going to deliver something, you can deliver things on a horse.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can
I'm
dig that.
looking at the metal on the horse and the scuba diver.
Mm.
I agree.
I'm not sure, but there's footprints coming away, going to a door. I'm going to say the mailman.
Definitely feel that. The cool thing is too that you can discuss this with each other because sometimes everyone will have two cards and be like, these say the same thing to me, but
Very
that's not
helpful.
possible.
It's helpful.
Okay. So you're
All right, so
putting
right
it
now
yes,
they're
so
gonna
I
kind of
will put
right
here.
now they're placing their markers where they think I'm trying to lead them.
Yeah.
They may be right, they may be wrong. We'll find out. But once they do that, then they will get to actually use their
I'm gonna
clairvoyancy
say delete.
tokens to decide
If we're right or wrong.
if you think somebody else is right or wrong.
We've reached our first impasse.
Impasse.
Uh-oh, you think it's...
This is my card. He is a rat shaman. He is standing on cheese. I often get this card from Steven. And often I am wrong. Because the shaman, look how he's got a headdress.
I have a
It
thought.
just-
I
So,
do too.
It speaks so much.
right.
Yeah.
I see the headdress.
No.
I'm just this is where
That's very obvious.
this is where the thought process goes. I see the headdress. Steven sees the cheese. I want to go with doctor.
What?
Because he's a shaman and a doctor. But guess what? I know how Steven plays this stupid game, and I am wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? I'm going with the doctor.
We know that Derek's going to be wrong.
Okay, you know what?
Hey,
Fine.
comments?
Fine.
Maybe not. Maybe
Hey,
No,
thank you so
no,
much for the follow.
Following. Yay.
I'm gonna go with the cheese woman. Whatever.
Oh, you moved it.
He
Yeah, I
did.
know.
So
And
now...
anyone that's just joining us, we don't always dress in costume.
Oh, this is the first time. This is episode 6, and it's Halloween, and we are gonna be fun.
Yes,
I love
we're playing
Halloween.
Mysterium, which is a great deductive
Oh,
guessing
no.
game. It's a great party game. What I really like about it is a competitive game, but you
Do
have
we
your own
have
element
4?
too. So it makes it really nice
Four
for
players.
a group
Four
setting.
Can you all still see us and hear us?
Yeah, we came right back.
Super good
Okay,
question.
because mine didn't come back on my phone because a lot of us can't see where the chat is. And Monday, the chat was super behind. So,
But so far, it's actually staying up and it's pretty good.
not bad.
Okay, so we've all placed our crystal ball tokens on who we think we are. We've all placed we're working on
gosh.
placing our clairvoyancy tokens, which
This one's right.
allow us to guess if someone is right or wrong.
Oh, I don't.
We have started the game because we have four.
I'm gonna say yours.
We have 4 mediums,
Okay.
so we are starting with 4 of those clairvoyancy tokens.
That's right.
I know that Megan explained this, but I
don't
want to
know.
talk about it.
I can see you.
I'm
Thank you for the
Especially
test.
I'm
since
struggling with yours.
It's probably
So,
I'll just say.
so at this point, a lot of clairvoyancy tokens are out, and I'm just going to remind everyone that you do get these
Just in
back
case.
after round 4, and now you have all mostly used yours.
Voted correctly.
No.
I voted a yes and a no, which gives me a yes and a no.
But I think you're all right.
Continuing.
Then use them. It's up
I
to you
only
guys.
have
Then you-
2.
Listen,
So
I'm not
who's
saying
more right?
I'm
is
not
the
saying
question.
I'm not saying don't use them. What I'm saying is you don't get them back till round 4.
Oh, I forgot. And there goes both my check marks. So next time you guys are wrong.
Exactly.
And that's
Fine.
just how it goes.
I'm gonna say I totally agree. No, you
Wait,
could
so
also
who's
be.
on the
Oh my
mailman?
goodness, we're good. I'm good.
All right.
Hold on.
Clairvoyance is done.
Hold on.
This is
I'm
Cat.
thinking I'm wrong.
I think you're right, but I think that there's a higher
I
likelihood.
saw your cards.
It's probably wrong.
I saw your cards, and I think it's this guy.
That's who I was leaning for.
That's
too.
the secondary option.
Okay, but what's this?
It's
It's
still
a
metal.
teddy bear on a stoop.
No.
You're a teddy bear.
That's
on
not
a
what
stick.
anybody
Your
was
mom's a
looking
teddy
at.
bear on a stoop.
She's a
Let's
teddy bear.
guess.
Teddy bear.
All right.
Are
you got-
we comfortable with our decisions, or do we want to change, or do you want to keep them?
Keep.
I don't care if I'm held back.
All right.
All right.
All the things I've been saying there.
That's why I'm so sad.
All right. White is correct.
Boom.
Okay,
See?
hold up.
See?
I'm gonna try not to burn myself.
It doesn't.
You want to move
You
those?
should move
you
those
wanna
candles.
Move that candle. up a
No,
little bit?
Slightly.
look how good the candles look on the.
It's
on
fine.
the-
I'm fine. I'm fine. Once it gets past like 0, we're good.
Okay.
Cool.
Purple.
Purple.
Where's purple?
Purple's
Purple's on the
over here.
maid.
Purple's on the maid.
Purple is correct.
Boom.
Yes.
Okay, so
now,
white
might
and
I
red.
also state that Stephen and I don't always see eye to eye on these ghost
Very
cards
seldom.
either. But
Red.
you learn how people
Even
think.
Red,
the same.
red
Red.
is wrong.
Woo!
So right away, a lot of stuff is happening. Megan is moving our clairvoyancy track
Our
markers
tokens in here.
that match our clairvoyancy tokens that we put out down here.
Make sure you guys are taking your
So,
cards.
Oh yeah.
so
Maid.
Thank you.
I got 2 points just now because I was right about Lauren's character, about how she guessed,
Cheese.
and I got my second point because I guessed that Cass was wrong about the mailman.
And unfortunately, we were correct.
Okay.
These go.
And
Thanks for helping
lastly,
out.
yellow
Except for Cat.
Yes.
is correct.
Boom.
Okay.
Everybody got it correct but me.
That's okay.
Which we all already knew.
And as you take your correct answers,
But here's the thing.
you
is
can
that
put them in
everybody-
your cute little character
Pouch.
slider
That's
pouch,
correct.
because then that comes into play later.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at aiming. There
Derek?
we go.
Yes.
Can you hand me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we state that she's keeping her cards?
And then.
So, because Cass was wrong,
Let's
Wow.
just keep
I
trying
don't.
to.
I feel like wrong.
I
She
feel
was.
so supported
Is
here.
incorrect or wrong better?
She was
because Cass was wrong,
delayed in
she,
her correctness.
she gets to keep her cards that Steven gave her.
My crap.
And now, Steven has to give her more cards to get her to guess the her person.
She's held back.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, Betcha says, haha, loser.
This is Steven's fault.
Mhm.
I agree.
Always.
And
This
for
is fine,
Cass.
too. What the?
There was
So
Jeez,
now-
I'm not that dumb.
So now you have 5 cards to look
I
at.
think that's obvious. You really only needed one of those.
Yeah, but
Just
if
to
he
show
gave
how
him-
big of a jerk he is.
This ghost
All
is pushy.
this metal. Yay! Now I know for sure.
Now
Fun
hold on.
show.
I want to point out to the people how different some of us think. This card right here,
Mm-hmm.
That card has been used for so many things.
I know that you can't see it so well, but it's like a lava river, and there are like metal anchors falling into the metal river. But what you can't see is that all of those little loops are attached to ropes.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, the thing that sticks out in this card is the ropes.
But why?
For
just,
me, it's
I mean,
the
I'm
river.
just saying.
But the thing is that this particular card has been used for the
Everything.
iron, for the iron up here. It's been used for the scissors that is up there. It's been used for the rope.
It's been used for that creepy barber guy because
Uh-huh.
it looks like Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's the one that I didn't get for like 6 rounds.
Yeah. That was a bad night for Megan.
Basically, what it all boils down to is this game is very
Is this going to?
subjective. Yeah.
Derek.
And some people think more alike than others.
Yes. Those two.
That's how we operate.
Uh-huh.
Jesus. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Also, Steven shaved, and I don't like it.
I did that for work this afternoon. Derek and I worked actually.
Change.
Derek and I, we work together. Not besides doing this and like living on top of each other. We literally work 6 feet from each other. We're in the same
They
office.
spend a lot of time together.
Before I left, I hired them. Figure that out.
So
And then
this
she
is her
left.
fault.
And then I left.
Okay. Here are the cards that I just received to guess my location.
I love this card.
It's a little
It's true.
little bug
Seems weird.
on some mushrooms. I got a hat,
Top hat.
a top hat
I know.
that's about to squish a bug,
I
and it's got a
know.
bunch of silverware. And I also got this card, which is like a cherry thorn bush with like little squirrels in a jar. I don't know. These are abstract cards. I just want everyone to see that these are so abstract. My guess is the patio.
That is exactly where I thought.
So
Yeah.
alike.
Look,
Kitchen.
but look at the thorns.
See?
You can see the
Rethink
thorns on the
kitchen.
card. You can see the thorns on these
Yeah.
bushes.
Okay, but what
This
is
is
the one
pokey
thing
and it's
that's-
a bug.
But what does the? Okay, no, but hang on.
Creepy.
Just hear me out.
What?
Hear me out.
Hanging
Hear
out
me out.
on
Hear
a
me out.
mushroom which looks like a table.
Hear me out.
I
Okay.
am not
so,
fair.
So let's look here at these
Yes,
cards.
he's
You guys
unfair
are
to
seeing
me.
the
Look at
pokey and the pokey.
All of
and
them are
I don't know
outside.
which, and this outside. Okay. What I see, lovely audience, is the food, the mushroom, and the apples.
Megan, of course you see the food.
Actually, why wouldn't I see the food?
I don't listen.
And the silverware. What does that say to you, lovely viewers?
Outside porch area.
Kitchen.
But
Patio.
you do
Patio.
you,
No.
boo.
It's the patio.
You do you, boo.
Okay.
But here's the other thing. The ghost also has to learn to adapt to the players.
Right?
So, it's Steven's fault.
He didn't read Derek right.
Because that makes total sense.
I immediately, before I even really
You
knew
have to
what he
play
was
the player.
going-
You can't force the player to play you.
You just got judged hard.
I don't care.
Hard.
Jeez.
What, me?
Why?
Okay. Ooh.
Who the hey bitches in
Let me
here?
just say that I love this card because it's wonderfully creepy. Check that out.
Ooh, axes and eyes.
Exactly. I'm real bad at. Okay, there we go.
We're the
So
restaurant.
it's fantastic.
X's and I's.
Axes and Ales is the restaurant.
Well, we have been. The sandwiches are very good.
So to me,
Hey, sponsorship. Axes and ales.
there we go.
Downtown Charleston.
Ooh.
We haven't done the axe throwing yet. We've only
I
done
wanted
the
This
food.
to me says shed because outdoors it's kind of got a similar shape. It's got that kind of like what do you keep in sheds? Obviously sharp objects. So that's where my brain goes. What about anybody else?
I don't think it applies to any of the cards.
I can't see where else it would fit, truly.
Do you know where I think it is?
Where?
The kitchen.
No, where Derek is.
No, why? What makes you say that? What about
No,
this
there's just
card?
something about it.
What about
What,
that
what
card?
about those cards made you pick
Megan.
this
They're
card?
all outside.
None of
There's
them are
pokey
cool.
things.
None of
There's
them are cool
bugs.
colors. Whatever.
And there's a lot of different ways you can take it. You can take shapes, colors,
Mhm.
all of the things.
Megan goes heavy on the colors.
She
I
does.
actually do not. I assume you all are going to go heavy on the colors because you usually do go heavy
I
on the
do.
colors.
I'm actually a rainbow unicorn, so just saying.
just saying. Okay. So it's outside.
Okay, guys, I'm looking at Megan's cards and I think I might be wrong.
And birds.
I see no birds in any of
Outside
these
and
pictures.
birds is both on the
Birds.
patio.
Are those birds? I think
more
that's
like
just
ships.
Yeah,
I think those
know.
are leaves.
It's nautical.
Color wise, if we are talking about color, I would go with this one, but
Mhm.
I am feeling the we're allowed to do this.
We are allowed to
You
do
can,
this.
yeah, you can absolutely double up.
Just
Someone
one of
is
us
obviously
right
going to
and
be
one
This
of us
part
is
right here
wrong.
is where it becomes really hard for the ghost because as they're making all this discussion,
You can't say
I
anything.
can't say anything. I can't change my expression, or I try not to change my expression to let them know, give anything away, whether they're right, wrong,
But
or
also
whatever.
The birds in the cage make me think that you.
Okay, but Megan, I'm also looking here at this landscape. That could easily be out there.
Trees.
I don't know.
I understand why you would go here. I too would go here, but I'm
I
saying
know,
that
which makes me question if I should go there.
That's true.
I do think you're incorrect. Whether I'm right or wrong, I think you're incorrect.
I think you're right.
You haven't put your token out.
I don't have any more
So
correct.
You
sins
used all
are
your
more
tokens.
important than us. I see how it is.
Yes. Goodbye, hey betches.
Hi,
Oh.
bitches.
Fine. Goodbye.
I can't.
Thank you for just
Bye.
stopping by.
We
My
miss
phone
you.
is. Okay, phone's dying.
Hey,
Can't
Betches,
do Sims.
where's that follow?
understand.
Did she hit the
She
follow?
did.
She
the
did
follow.
hit the follow.
I apologize.
She did hit the follow.
All right. Are you guys done? You guys ready?
Yes.
Well, my phone is being.
Is your phone dying or?
I mean, is my phone dying?
I'm tossing out clairvoyancy tokens here.
I
My phone's being
put out one.
stupid.
You're all wrong.
Everybody's wrong.
You're white?
Yeah.
Wrong. And I don't have a right token for you, so I'll keep it.
Thanks.
Thanks for trying.
I don't know how to leave. You just close the app or your browser.
Or don't.
Ooh.
Or no, leave it open.
Leave
Okay.
it open.
All right. Who is next? Okay,
You.
now, are you guys ready?
We're done, yeah.
Okay. Blue, not blue,
There's
sorry,
no
white
blue.
Uh-huh.
is incorrect.
Hey, I get a point.
So red and yellow.
Red and yellow. Pretty sure that I am incorrect.
Purple
I think we have some more visitors.
is incorrect.
Oh,
Oh
No
no!
way.
Oh, crap, I forgot that I thought that yours was the one I put mine.
Fiddlesticks.
Red is correct.
Huzzah!
Yay.
Only takes 2 tries.
Good job.
Yes,
It's
thank
okay,
you.
we're all struggling on this next one, so.
There you are.
Dang it.
Good, I caught
Oh,
up.
I
didn't
felt
do
like
this.
I was
And
100%
yellow
solid.
Is
Incorrect.
is correct. Ears.
Sorry.
So I
Just deafened
wasted.
everyone.
I
That's
wasted
fine.
my clairvoyancy token.
And now you don't get it back to the fourth round.
I know, I'm very sad. Because I thought Megan was wrong.
All right, so Megan was the only one that's right.
So
the
we
rest
can
of us
get
are.
rid of the whole bottom tracker.
That's
Whole
true.
bottom tracker,
We're
but
gonna-
I'm going to leave the space so we don't have to worry about that spacing
Yeah.
for the next round.
Take it.
We are planning on playing again.
Yes, and
Assuming-
Megan is going to take over the role of the ghost in the next round.
Oh,
Yep.
and then I have to sit by Steven.
He's much more broad shouldered than me, so it's gonna be more like
That's
this.
true.
Oh, dear.
I'll make sure to, lean in.
Thank
Meanwhile, the gentleman is turned askew.
He's being very kind. I'm not.
Okay.
I mean, you are. Oh, this is cute. You're both wearing hats and you're bordering us.
Oh yeah, Cass and I have the same little glovey gloves.
Doily gloves.
Doily gloves.
I missed the memo.
I
It's
bought
fine.
a
I'm
pipe.
Gracie.
Okay.
Look, you
Derek.
and I are twinsies here,
That's right.
and then she and I are twinsies
And then you
here.
and Derek are twinsies with hats. I didn't mean to punch you in
I
the
match everyone.
so you're tall.
I know, it's much taller than I thought it was.
It's real cute, though.
I tried on the same one, we would have been twinsies.
Oh my god.
Honestly.
I tried on a very small one, but it didn't show up
I
very
almost
well.
got that one.
From Michael's.
All right, folks.
Well, it was 70% off.
It was.
How come I didn't go to Michael's? the
Also,
right time?
everyone go out tomorrow and get that 50% off Halloween candy.
Some places already have it going on.
And Spirit of Halloween
Kroger.
probably has. Like all those Halloween.
I have to stock up on my costume stuff.
Yeah.
Spirit doesn't have a lot left.
That's okay. I'll ransack
Take the
it.
pickings.
So on top of the cards I had before, this is what I just received. It is a statue of a golden apple that's being pricked with needles, and a vulture eating roasted apples, and a little mouse trying to scare him off with a sword.
What could that possibly be?
That's
Is
yes.
this mine?
You said you were gonna hand them to me, and I was gonna.
All
hand
the
them on.
apples.
All of the food and the silverware lead me to the kitchen.
All right.
I don't have any more things.
I feel that Steven thinks I'm dumb.
Oh, these were supposed
What
to go
does
back.
that tell you?
Not this one.
Yeah, that goes back too.
Shed.
No, hers
Yes.
don't. She wasn't right.
Right.
Those are
Because
Cass's from last
obviously this is shed.
A picture of a shed
I'm going to
probably
say-
does mean
Probably
shed.
does.
I'm sure
mean.
that he's picking out the skull that is on the
Shed.
bottom, though, so I'm going to be wrong again because Stephen doesn't. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Are you gonna pick? You still have me.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you are just joining, we are playing Mysterium, as you can see up here and back here behind Cass's head.
By Libellud Games.
Libellud, I think. Actually, it's probably French, so I'm probably saying it incorrect too.
And I
We have
am
guests.
going to use my first raven.
No.
First raven. Crow.
Crow.
And you explained the crows
You know what? I bet they
earlier.
are ravens.
Ravens, dark wings, dark words.
I don't know what any of that means.
That's from Game of Thrones.
Ah, that would explain it then.
We are allowed to quote things,
Oh
though.
my goodness. It's hard
So
not to see.
you're using the
Right?
So
I told
basically,
you.
the raven.
so basically, what the crows mean is that basically Steven just redrew his hand. He has all those abstract cards. He gets 7 in each hand,
I'm doing weapon for you.
and
weapon for me.
and the
yes.
ravens.
Wait, Steven, you didn't give me
Hold on.
one that round.
I'm not using a
He's
raven.
not on you yet.
He's not using a raven.
But what the raven
Where
would
the
do.
heck did this fly come from?
But what the raven would do would allow him. He's not using it now, but it would allow him to redraw his
Big one,
hand.
though. How did
He
we
would
miss him?
discard all 7 that he currently has.
Was he in the?
I'm paying attention for once in my life.
We're never having guests on ever again.
It's very
good.
difficult.
So he took his raven back, but if he hadn't, he would take his 7 cards, his 7 abstract cards that he had, discard them. He can't use those for the rest of the game, and then draw back up to 7.
Good. And that basically.
Yeah. Would you like to talk about the fly in your wax now?
There's a fly in that wax too.
Oh my
Where did
gosh.
they come from?
I have no idea. That's why I was telling her. I was like, "What if they were in the wax before we lit it?"
Then you,
You would've seen it
murdered
before that.
You
flies.
bought- Not
them that
necessarily.
way? Not
'Cause I
necessarily.
certainly-
That's opaque.
Yeah, opaque.
Opaque?
Opaque.
I just liked the way you said it.
It's pronounced
Opaque?
opaque.
I think it's opaque.
Opaque.
It's opaque.
Opaque.
All right. Now,
Don't sass me on my own
just talk
Twitch.
now
about the
I
way
am
that I
going
talk?
to use a raven.
I'm never
I got this card.
And we've lost Cassandra.
I said it
Goodbye.
was the rope because of all the ropes
Mm.
and buttons.
Can a bird be a weapon?
Wait. Did we decide at one point that rope could also mean cutting the rope?
No,
We've
you
done that before.
decide
No,
that.
that wasn't me. That actually was not me.
We've played it that
That was a good
before.
time.
We have.
We have, and I don't think
was a
that I
good
got
time.
it.
I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do believe Megan is correct. I'm out of clairvoyancy tokens
Oh,
that have the
this is
check
wrong.
mark on it.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lauren, you're the one that doesn't have one, right?
Correct.
Correct.
What the crap? Okay, hold on.
What the crap, indeed.
Oh,
Well, I have my first inclination.
Which is?
Probably
You're working
wrong.
in place, as am I.
that was my first.
Because it has to
It
do
has
with.
the writing desk. I don't know. I'm not
So-
100% convinced
But
though.
I'm trying to figure out this one.
Right.
Wait.
So this to me immediately says travel. There's some circular
this
things on
doesn't
here that could go with
necessarily-
nautical.
Go with that one.
Well, this goes. Yeah,
this could
this
mean could
stacks
kind of looks
on
like a
with this.
sail, I guess.
That's all.
Show your third card as well, just so they can
Oh,
see
yeah.
all together because they all relate. Well, I
They're-
mean,
They
they're
should
all for the
relate.
same thing.
There is my other card, which I have
Oh,
no
I
idea
see,
how
because
that
I was
correlates
behind.
with
Well, what if
any of these.
we have the travel and the travel and the travel and there are luggage things?
So, Sunshiny or somebody that's
I
actually in
don't.
chat, we have music playing in the background, but I turned it down really low. Can you guys hear it at all? Do I need to turn it up a little bit?
Huh.
Because I know we're talking a lot, but I don't know if you guys actually hear the music or not.
I don't,
I don't
we're
think
just
so.
trying something new.
but I don't see how it can. I'm going to use the powers of deduction here.
Power
So-
of elimination.
Yes. So with these cards, I'm going to say I don't see how in the world it relates to
The pool.
the pool or the stoop, unless
Oh.
it's an entryway into
But
somewhere else.
yeah, hold on. Let me convince you it's the stoop.
Okay.
I still think it's the writing desk,
Okay.
but let's just talk it out.
Sure.
They're delivering these letters
Uh huh.
are being delivered to the stoop.
Uh huh.
He is a I can't do it.
This is dark and scary. Like, what
No,
is
no,
that
no.
even?
It's
no,
this one. It's the writing
definitely
desk.
this one. I think so too. And if it's not,
Anything.
I have no idea.
No, if it's not, it's Steven's fault.
Yeah. It's still
Right.
Steve.
It usually is. All right. Do we have
We
all-
do get our clairvoyancy tokens back on the next round, so
After
if you
this
would
round.
like to
So I
use your
can-
last ones.
I think
Okay.
that you're right, but I'm gonna do that anyway, just to use my token in case. Because if you don't use it, you just don't get any points.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's no
I don't think
there's
you're
no
wrong.
negative side to using your
When in
clairvoyancy
doubt,
token.
use it on me. I don't think I'm right. I mean,
True.
I think I'm
So-
I
right,
feel
but
like
it
you
could be.
are though.
So the
I
ma-
feel like you are.
so the three of us
Wait.
had clairvoyancy tokens left, but they were X's.
She's just.
So
I just don't.
there's no negative thing that could happen there's no reason for you not to use it.
You either get a point or you don't. You don't get anything taken away if you're wrong.
Yeah. So even though I knew Lauren was correct, I believe Lauren's correct here. I put my X because I don't want to miss out on those points.
In the
Hey, Red Meso!
Mesopotamia, you've returned.
Actually, no. Mesopotamia's been dead for a long time, but
It could come back.
They joined us. They joined us last stream.
Oh,
At
Cool.
the very, very, very end.
Hi.
good thing is that we're only in the first game of Mysterium, so you're going to get to see a play
See
a
a whole
second time.
playthrough.
And
So-
we're in costume.
And I shaved.
And we
it's
have
weird.
we have guests.
Yes.
Hi.
Introduce
love
yourselves again.
Oh no!
Good thing
I'm
it
a
wasn't
mess.
I can pick that up with my foot. If
Pick it
you
up.
Like.
Pick it up.
All right.
I just knocked Derek's pipe out of his hand.
This mess.
Yes.
No feet
That
on
was
Twitch.
impressive. I'm Lauren. Hi.
Can't even say the word.
No, I'm just.
I'm a disaster.
You can't say the word feet.
Weird. You just said.
Feet.
And this is
Cass.
Cass.
Or Cassandra if you're feeling fancy, or Cassandra if you're feeling fancier, or Cassandra as I've been called previously.
All the
That's a lot.
names.
Cass is fine.
All right.
Just act like Starbucks and call me whatever.
I just want to be
Uh-oh.
3 pokies full of candy.
Nice.
Oh. Candy. You guys did. It's Halloween and you guys didn't even bring your guests candy?
What about this setup shows you that we have room to give you candy?
We did buy
There
a
is-
T-Rex head.
Look at
That's my T-Rex head.
all this room over
Yeah.
here for candy is
She's
in
got
my
long
reach.
arms.
It's in my
Okay.
You
reach.
have pockets.
Anyways,
Huh.
let's work our way down. So, the white is on what? The kitchen?
The kitchen.
That is correct.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Purple is on
The
study?
sailing room.
Nautical
The-
Nautical.
The writing desk.
study.
It's got the wheels in the boat.
All right.
Go round and round.
And the boot. And the
It
Three
is.
pokies full of candy. Where are you from? Because that's not a Pokey's not one.
I
that
was thinking
we use normally.
I was thinking
He's
Pokemon.
keeping me in suspense here.
Let us talk to
Oh.
the chat and
He
you
says
do your job.
training. He
Sorry.
says training, so I'm thinking Pokemon.
Am I right or not?
Oh.
I'm dying.
Purple is incorrect.
No!
What?
See, I told you to get those points. Dang it. Ah,
I have no idea.
Red
I don't understand
No, I
his
don't.
brain.
is correct.
Hey,
Hey.
that was a very obvious one, and I
Well,
enjoy it.
Fiddlesticks.
Very.
So-
I enjoy it very much.
Meso. The
And-
game is Mysterium. It's a lot like Clue.
But
One
better.
more.
I understand.
And Megan is correct.
See, if you were the ghost, that would be me.
The game is Mysterium. It's a lot like Clue. You have to guess who murdered someone, where they murdered them, and what they murdered them with. Except all of the mediums, which is what we are, have a different collection of who did it, where it happened, and what the weapon was. And then at the end, we collaborate and figure out who did it. Steven is playing the ghost.
Ghost to ghost.
He was murdered, and he's trying to tell us mediums who done it. That is correct.
Through some very, very abstract visions.
Indeed.
Via these beautiful yet confusing cards. Because sometimes your cards can be gorgeous
Hey,
and you
look,
have
there are your
no
little
idea
socials.
what they mean. Hey, look, you can follow us. That's cool. Sorry, I just pointed to.
The screen that they can't see what you're
Yes,
pointing
exactly.
I did too. I did
Hi.
this.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, just flail. That's
Just
fine.
flail.
That's fine.
This mess right here, you can see it on social media too. And that
All
one.
right.
Is mine on?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
If you want pictures of our pets and our random lives
Oh,
and
yes.
very funny memes, there you go.
Speaking of pets, our post earlier today had my pupper on it.
It did.
Sure did.
Pupper, my baby.
Mr. Fritz dressed as a walrus.
I have had Fritz for
12 years.
12 years.
And there's the BGH cat.
And
Come here.
Lee.
No. Don't bring her up here.
Okay.
There's no room
Oh,
for her.
you got Catan? That rocks.
That's awesome.
You bought Catan?
That's
Listen,
awesome.
if you want to learn how to play,
He
there's
was
going to
He
be
was
a
here.
video.
He got it because
I understand. I'm trying to plug our YouTube. There's going to be a how to play on YouTube tomorrow, probably.
Hopefully.
Better be.
Lauren.
Who's this
Yes.
for? Lauren.
Since I am now the delayed one.
No, not Lauren. Sorry, I gave it to another person.
Fail.
Um,
That's me trying to get the cat.
This guy's
Hi, baby.
just drunk.
She let me pet her.
Come here.
She sat on my lap.
There's no room.
Aw.
She's out. She's out. She quit.
I actually feel like she's starting to accept you. She still hates Derek.
I was sitting in
My
when we
cat
were
hates
filming,
everyone,
and she came up
including
and
me.
Did you know that
Sometimes.
Google Photos thinks your cat and my cat are the same cat? It tags them all together.
Okay. Well, it says
As
cat.
Cat. But then actually I separated them as Robin Hood and
Oh,
Faith
now does it face recognize?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
she has different markings.
Yeah, but
Riveting stuff.
Riveting.
Derek.
Again, hot mess. I know.
Hot Mess Express.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm kicking.
I don't think I've ever seen this card.
Which one? I've seen that.
I seen that.
Old news to Lauren.
Nobody cursed, Derek. You just weren't observant. Either that or you haven't gotten that card.
You
Jesus.
got this.
Hey, you should probably
Cass?
do me first.
Me?
Because otherwise I'm going to get it wrong
Oh, I
again.
only get one. All right. He gave
Okay.
me something I really like.
I'm going to show you guys my cards, okay? It is a
I love that
owl
card.
spirit in a
I'm going to
polar
say
bear
no.
outfit and a bunch of mice crawling their way into what appears to be a moving metal castle. I struggled with this at first, but then I looked. I'm trying to guess my my weapon, and the bear and the mice are leading me toward the trap.
Oh, see, I was thinking. Okay.
See?
Okay.
Because
Okay.
it's a bear trap, but
Mhm.
also to humanely catch. Well, I guess it's not
Lauren.
It would
humane.
not be humanely.
But
catching
it could
the
also
mice.
catch mice.
But I also thought that maybe it was a block because animals.
That was my secondary one,
Mhm.
but the trap, because
Okay.
it looks like an infestation of mice on here.
Oh, I love this. Oh, it's Atlas.
I'm going
It
to
is.
go. It is Atlas. I'm going to go with blade.
Dang it.
Because there's a propeller blade and there's a blade.
Cool.
I guess.
What is
Could
that?
be wrong. Watch it.
It's an
It's
ice
a-
skate.
An
Ice skate.
ice skate.
Also with
I
a
don't
blade.
think I've ever seen that before.
Yes, but
It's Scotch credit. It's fine.
I mean, I just don't like. I
Well,
know where I'm thinking now.
Oh, you're
so
still
you'll have
working
to
on
let us
your
know how you like it, as far like would you play it yourself.
yeah.
It is literally one of my favorite games.
It is my favorite game.
And what?
Catan?
Catan.
Oh,
We're talking
sorry.
about.
I'm talking Mysterium.
Yeah.
O's.
He's not doing anything right now. He's interacting with the chat.
Fine.
What happened yesterday? What happened on Monday is
Where
not
is that?
usual. I
I'm
usually like to
thinking.
win, but I had some bad rolls.
See, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking
Yeah,
as well.
blame the bad
Nice.
rolls.
Right?
I like that.
Now I want you to know
I want
I'm
this
trying
stated
to help
that that's
Lauren
the one I
play,
said to begin with.
but I'm gonna
Yeah.
acknowledge that I won Catan twice, and now he's blaming me winning on him rolling bad.
Ice skates are fast.
That doesn't.
Turtles are
That's
slow.
not how it works. I played well. I won. I deserved it.
Blade.
I'm just gonna say blade because
Twice.
Blade.
Mm.
Okay. I got my card. So Cass went with Blade because of her card.
Because of my card, there are some sort of propeller blades on there, and I could even go toward ice skating blade, but turtles are slow. This is my thought process.
I, on the other hand, am
Ice
still
skate is fast.
behind everybody else. I'm still working on my place. And I got this card.
That needs to be at 4, by the way.
Come back.
There we
There
go.
it is.
I got this card, which leads me to believe it might be attic.
Hey, look,
This-
it has the same window.
It has the
Exactly.
same
It's got the
window,
same
that's why
window.
I
It's kind
say
of got a similar
yes.
feel. So So I am going to confidently go attic.
Me too.
Alright, you guys place your tokens.
Tokens have been played.
I actually think that you're right, but
I actually think you're right, but I'm gonna put it.
I'm gonna put it there anyway.
If you are new to the chat, we are playing Mysterium. Please join us in the chat. We like to talk to you guys.
We do.
It's fun.
Yeah, or you can lurk. We're not picky.
Or you can lurk.
Anonymity can be
You
fun.
can lurk as long as you follow.
We would like that follow. Press that little purple heart up.
Yeah, we're at 34, 35 followers. I think this might be one off our tracker.
Not sure.
We're trying to get to 50 by the time I get my birthday. When I turn 50, because I'm old.
He's ancient.
Has everyone used their tokens?
No.
I wanted to put a little thing of dry ice in it.
Oh.
That'd be.
I might die.
But then you
You might
inhale
die.
it
You
and
might
die.
inhale it and die.
No, if he didn't actually do that, he would
Yeah,
be
but
fine.
that's the fun
How
part
can
of
you
having
not?
a pipe.
How can you not do that when you have a pipe? I just had to do it.
You just
No.
No.
This is no fun.
I
I want.
You know I'm right.
Oh,
I already put mine on there.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm trying
Out
to
of the
figure out.
ghost of space.
I'm trying to figure out if Cass is wrong or not.
What? You can't vote on yourself.
I can't vote on myself.
Correct.
Well, indefinitely.
You can vote on me.
But as far as tonight,
I did.
we'll probably stream for another. What time is it now?
I did.
8, a little after 8. We'll probably be here until 9:30ish by the time we get a second game in.
I'm not doing anything.
9:30 Eastern Standard Time.
10:30 is my bedtime. So.
Well, you'll. All right, are we ready?
It's my bedtime.
Did everyone use tokens they wanted to use?
Yes.
I'm getting crazy
Okay.
tell
tonight.
us.
So, Lauren
Purple.
is correct.
Woo!
I just want to state
Freaking
that that's the one that I
finally.
said on the last round. And
You know
y'all were
what?
like, I don't see it. All right, so we
Yeah,
got
well,
me and red.
He gave me some crappy cards because I still don't
White.
see how any of these relate to the friggin' attic.
No, I'm not seeing it either. But
Okay. Next, we have.
Thank you.
What do we have next?
We have red and
What is red
white.
on?
Red is on the
straight razor.
straight razor.
Red is correct.
Yeah.
Woo!
Purple and
And now Cass will go up 1, 2, 3 additional spaces
yellow. Will indeed.
Why is that?
because there's 3 times left on the clock.
Right.
Good lady.
Was that a test?
All right.
White.
And white is incorrect.
Boom!
Oh, I should have voted.
I feel like it's the block. See, I told you.
I know. I didn't.
Not that I wanted you to be wrong or anything. I just had a feeling.
I just want to point out,
I
just
want
real
anyone
fast,
to be wrong.
this is the best I've ever done in this game
Yes.
because I have gotten all 3 of them, and every single one of my tokens has been correct.
That is very rare for Megan.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
She's on her A game.
And I want to point out
This is the worst.
that
Lauren.
Steven is bad at this.
Thank you.
I don't think so.
Play the player, not yourself.
Wait a
And
freaking
that's for Derek.
second. Oh, I guess.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Okay. So he gave me this, which to me immediately means iron.
What the?
What? It's hot.
There's a bear trap on there.
I was holding my finger over the bear trap and I didn't see it. There is, in fact,
Oh my.
a bear trap at the bottom
I
that
did
Lauren
not see
didn't
the bear
see.
trap. No, I'll tell you. I did not see the bear trap because your thumb was over the
My
bear trap.
thumb was
so
over
when you
it.
said that, it said iron.
Exactly.
I was
See?
like, yes, you're
I
right.
saw all of this around it, so I was like,
Well,
it has
then,
the bear trap on
I
it.
changed my freaking mind.
Well,
It might be bear trap.
my mind said yes, you're right because of iron, but we both did not
The-
see the bear
'cause
trap.
That's essential when you hold your cards. Hold them like this.
There are tiny, there are tiny details
that can be easily
in here.
missed.
Exactly.
What'd you get, Derek? Did you get anything yet?
Yeah.
I'm not keeping up with this.
Oh, that's fun music.
That is fun music.
I feel like it got loud.
It did get loud.
If
But
that
it's
music
very
is too
fun.
loud, let me know and I will turn it down.
I don't know. These are my cards. This is what I've been given.
It's the block.
Yeah, but what about this says block?
The animals. And
That
this is like a
animal.
storybook.
Hey, Steven. For what it's
Okay.
worth, I was informed that it might be worth boosting the volume just a little bit.
Of us?
Or the music.
That's a great question. I will find out.
I'll guess the block, but I don't see it.
I think you're right. But I think you're both right, and
I
unfortunately
think the
I don't
block
have a thing.
Is
For that.
correct. And unfortunately, I did not use my token here, so I just kind of lose it because I can't use it on myself. So I keep forgetting that I have to put it up there to be
I
safe.
think you're right, but I want to use it. Wait. Yeah.
I had these left last time. You're not wrong. I don't know.
All right.
I think
Ready?
you're right.
Let me just
I just don't have one.
contradict myself over and over
Okay.
again.
Sure.
So, purple is correct.
Yay!
Yay! About friggin' time.
Okay, and then purple goes up. 1, 2, 2, I think.
Dang it! This is like the first time ever that I haven't gotten all the cards.
Yeah.
And
Steven.
white is correct, which means you do get all the
You
cards.
did get all the cards.
Yay! I forgot I had that clairvoyancy token out. See, one clairvoyancy token can make a big difference.
So what they're talking about now is the clairvoyancy track up here. But depending on how many players you have, okay, you have to reach certain milestones to be able, in the final phase of the round, which we're going to have a video to explain here in just a second, but in the final phase, you may not get to see all of the clue cards that are given if you don't reach these milestones. Fortunately for us, all of us are over that threshold, so we will get to see all of the
All
cards
three
before we can
cards.
make our final guesses.
Meso, thank you for stopping by. I'm sure we'll see you in here later.
Yay!
All right. So, at this point,
'Kay.
we're going to take those away anyways because we have to put out the final thing anyways. You're going to have to move the...
We don't
yeah, I
have
know. I just
to.
thought about
Wait,
that.
did I get my? Yes, I did.
All right.
I got you.
So now I'm going to play a video for the
This can go
secondary,
away.
part of this, and when we come back, we will do the second part, and we will-
Hopefully, if it goes bad, we'll return.
We'll be right back after the.
Remove the remaining cards and progress boards from the table. The ghost will place the number of ghost tokens equal to the number of mediums, number side up, in the center of the table. The mediums will take all 3 of their cards and place them above the numbers. For the final round, the ghost must choose a total of 3 cards to show all of the mediums. 1 card will represent the suspect, 1 will represent the location, and 1 will represent the weapon. These cards must all come from only one player's group of cards. For example, I have cards in my hand that represent all 3 cards in this player's group. So that is the group I will be choosing. Once you have made your decision, lay these cards out in the middle of the table face down. Take the culprit token with the number that corresponds to the group number and lay it number side down on the circle on the epilogue progress board. Once the ghost has determined the killer and laid down the culprit token, you can then start flipping over the vision cards. The number of cards you get to see before making your accusation is determined by the clairvoyancy track. If you only get to see 1 card, choose which card is flipped over and make your decision from that card only. This goes for 2 cards as well. Once you have seen the vision cards, take the clairvoyancy token with the corresponding number and place it in your sleeve. Then pass it to the medium who is the highest on the clairvoyancy track. There is no discussion on these vision cards. Each medium must make this accusation on their own. Once everyone has made their decision, the person who was handed the sleeves will reveal everyone's answers. Whichever number has the highest number of votes is who the mediums have determined as the culprit. If there is a tie, the person highest on the track will make the final decision. That final decision does not have to be the number that they already voted for. Once all answers are revealed, the ghost will flip over the culprit token. If the numbers match, you have discovered the culprit and the ghost can rest easy for eternity. If the numbers don't match, then the game is over and the ghost will have to appear again the next night. And that's Mysterium.
Alright, now we're entering the final stage of the game.
All right, and we did turn our mic up, so let us know if it's a little bit better for you guys. All right, so they have laid out all of their suspects, places, and weapons. So now I'm going to draw 7 cards.
Ooh, guys, I'm gonna do something real fast. I'm gonna scoot the cards over just a little bit, so we have room to put the visions at the top of the board.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh. Here.
There we go.
I see what you're doing. I was not thinking about that either. Okay.
So we've now all set out our who done it, where was it done, and what was used for each of us. So these are mine. I'm the white player. Lauren is the purple player. Cass is the red, and Megan is yellow. So what's happening now is Steven drew a new hand of abstract vision cards. He's going to choose 3. And those 3 cards, one is going to represent who done it, one is going to represent where it was done, and the last is going to represent the item. And they're all, it's going to be
Where the box is.
one of the grouping. So he looked at his cards, and he is choosing a grouping as the correct answer for the thing. And he's going to use his vision cards to try and persuade us to find it. During this phase, the 4 of us cannot talk to each other. We can't say what we're feeling and why until it's all over. So what's going to happen is once we bring out the cards, we're all going to take our little clairvoyancy things, which have numbers on the back of them.
Over here, dear.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's this one.
And those numbers correspond
You guys will
to
have your 1 through 4s.
the
Yes.
numbers of the groupings here on the cards, and we're going to put them into our envelopes
And hand them to me.
and hand them to Megan, and we're handing them to Megan because she got the highest here on the clairvoyancy track.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I have actually made my decision.
Ooh,
Wow, that
you
was
only
fast.
used one crow this time.
I'm going to put my
And we all get to see all the cards.
what the answer is right there,
Okay.
so that way I can't change it. And then we have the 3 cards in no particular order.
And because we all used our clairvoyancy tokens intelligently, we don't have to worry about anyone not seeing a card. Everyone gets to see all 3.
Correct. If someone didn't meet this 7 clairvoyancy track number, they wouldn't get to see all 3 cards. They would have to choose first to see which cards they wanted, and from those 2, then they would have to make their deduction, and those of us who got to see all 3 would then flip over the 3rd and make our choice. So, it pays to put out your clairvoyancy tokens for that reason,
Smartly.
but it also pays to, cooperate with your ghost to try and get you to the end so you can get up there.
For the record, for those of you who weren't here for the very beginning of the game, this is a cooperative game, so either we all win or we all lose.
Mm-hmm.
That includes the ghost. The ghost does not win if we don't guess.
It's his
So,
job to help us guess correctly.
It's one of those, it's us against the game, I guess, sort of.
This is the only cooperative game that I enjoy.
He's not wrong.
Not
Yeah.
wrong.
All right, so you guys can flip over those cards. Remember, there's no
Okay.
discussing during this time.
Right.
So while they flip these over, like Megan was just saying, Mysterium is a great game. It's one of those ones that if you have friends that are either artistic, that like art, it's a great game for people like that. This is a great game for casual gamers because it's not too heavy and it's pretty easy to pick up on. You look at pictures, you say, what picture does this remind me of? So now what they're doing is they're all looking at the 3 cards they laid out, which are off the top by the clairvoyancy track. And once they think they know which one it is, they're going to put either a 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on which one of these they think it is. And they're going to put that in their little folder and hand it to Megan. And it's almost like it's a secret ballot kind of thing. It's a secret straw poll.
I feel like everyone else got this a lot faster than
Oh, I know.
am.
I'm slow.
I got mine.
I have no friggin' clue. What?
No, she keeps going into my camera because she can. Just wait, you're sitting in this chair next.
I know. I was doing the
Thing.
Oh gosh.
Thing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just all right.
Okay, I'm
Stay
freaking
in
out.
your frame though.
I feel like they're getting all
very
forehead
hard
right
for
now.
me
I'm
to-
sorry. I have to.
actually
I have
can't
to
right now.
really get all
She's
up on
not
these
so
cards.
forward.
Well, yes, I need to.
We win or lose based on majority. So I'm a little worried that they don't know what's going on.
Whoops.
The only,
If it's
there's
tied,
only
then
one
I
that
get
makes
to choose.
sense to
That's
me.
true. I can't help. I want to help, and I can't.
I don't know. Let me mix these up. So
Also, if you all are interested, we will be posting. Ooh.
I did it. I
We
just
will
did
be
it.
posting pictures of our costumes after because I'm really excited about them.
Are we?
Are we?
I had planned on it, yes. I'll cut out the bottom bits.
No,
I'm
okay.
still in gym shorts.
I'm going to cut out the bottom bits.
I didn't feel like wearing tights.
This is for you, Rachel. If you're gonna do more fan art, I'm wearing a bow tie and gym shorts. Yep.
He's not lying. Guys, I'm gonna go with my
Don't tell us. Go with your gut.
gut, and I don't know what my gut is saying yet.
I will tell you to look at the cards.
I think my gut's upset.
I'm gonna be wrong. I know I'm gonna be wrong. This is gonna be so bad. Hold on. I have. Okay, so here's my dilemma right now. Is that to me these
Nope,
cards?
nope.
What?
You can't talk about
Can't
it.
talk
I
about
can talk
it.
about it to them, but you guys already made your
Talk
choices.
about it in a minute.
I hate you all. Freaking out right now because I'm gonna be the one that's wrong. Because I'm always the one that's wrong.
Now.
Make your
I already
choice.
said I was
Make
wrong. So
your
put
choice.
the thing in the thing and give it to the person.
Put your thing in the
Put
thing.
the thing in the thing and give it to the person.
I hate my life right
That's
now.
how we
Give it
play
to
the
him.
game.
That's what she said. I have to.
Oh,
I don't know.
there. Let me get
Okay,
up out
hold
of your
on.
space.
All right.
3, 2,
Ah.
1.
We're not playing with the timer.
I don't like
Okay,
you
so
anymore.
now Megan, as the person who's highest on the clairvoyancy track, gets to reveal the votes.
I'm nervous.
And she's going with Lauren's
We're
first.
going Lawrence first.
Lauren chose
Lauren chose number one.
number 1.
Cass chose.
Frick.
Number 3.
No.
Derek chose the correct one.
Number 1.
Son of a.
The majority wins. It's
Do
number
you want to
1.
flip it over?
Go for it.
It was between those two. I was dying.
How did you pick this
The
one?
number
though?
is 1.
Oh, frick, frack.
Look at this. This is grass and sheep and a
And shearing.
broom.
Shearing.
It's a broom. He's the gardener.
And gardener.
I'm
And
so
there's,
bad
okay,
at this game.
and
so-
there's rope here
Okay,
for the
but
rope. And then this is just
That's
colors.
just BS, is what that is.
That's what it is.
Because this card makes me
Okay,
think this.
there are
The
birds and
birds
there's also
and
arches.
I didn't see that. I saw
I went
circle,
here-
There's
color,
arch,
and
arch.
stuff.
Nope.
color.
That was my throwaway.
Well,
I knew exactly what
did
it
you
was
guys,
for.
Did you guys
I
explain?
did look at this one, but I couldn't put this one on it.
I was like, oh,
I
we're
just
gonna
assumed
kill
that
the
you're
sheep.
gonna put the sheep in the thing.
That's
And
what I thought.
Why would you put a sheep in a trap?
I'm not good at this
Why
game,
would you
apparently.
put it there?
Well, but then I also was like, wait,
hold on, guys.
sheep,
I'm gonna come
feather
up
duster,
This is my warm-up game. Next
sheep,
time, I'll
feather
be much
duster. They're both
smarter.
fluffy
No!
and soft.
That's
Well,
not
look,
how
it's
it
Steven
works.
now.
But then I was like, oh, the bear trap would cut the rope. I don't know.
No.
All right.
It's
No,
so,
no, no.
so hard.
so for the first round,
I'm not talking to any of you anymore.
What about me? I tried.
Hey,
Guys, for those of you, which I know that there's probably not very many people in here, everyone wins!
Oh, hey!
even me?
I'm a creepy clown.
Yeah, you win. You are a creepy clown.
Halloween.
Everyone wins!
Hey, Megan, what time is it? No. It's supposed to say high noon because you were a cowboy.
Oh,
Oh.
but wait, you didn't do the thing.
You didn't do the thing.
Oh
did you?
no! Put the confetti back up.
Put the right one.
Woo!
Oh.
This is my favorite thing in the world.
I chose the wrong one.
That's even better.
There we go. There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Rainbow LED lights
All
are
right.
my favorite.
Amazing.
We did it. We won.
What kind of?
All right. So what we're gonna do now
Well, kind of.
I
is
helped.
we are going
You
to.
did. She helped.
No, you got to the top. You got to see all the cards.
We won.
did.
So we won.
We won.
Ghost isn't
So,
allowed to say.
Majority.
We,
Yeah.
we're gonna reset. I'm gonna play the intro video again to let you guys see how to play if you guys are just joining us.
The game is Mysterium. The publisher, Libellud.
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 You want to try to say who the designers are there, Derek?
Designed by, I tried to do this earlier, designed by Alexander
Alexander.
Nevsky
Nevsky.
and Oleg Sidorenko. And
And
illustrated by Igor Burlakov and Xavier Colette.
Nice.
Colette.
Russians.
It is a game that's
Or,
for,
I mean, Eastern Europeans.
it's a game
I don't
for
know.
2 to 4 people. 2 to 7 people, and it takes 42 minutes to play, is what the box says. I don't know why 42.
42,
Exactly
it's very
42
specific.
minutes.
Was that 42 minutes? Or
It
did
was
we-
close.
No, it was way longer than 42 minutes.
No,
yeah,
it
but
was
we also
close.
had technical
Yeah,
difficulties,
it was
y'all.
close.
All right. So I'm going to play the video to teach you guys how to play while we reset. Megan's going to take over this seat. I'm going to take over her seat. And then we will be right back.
Reset.
In 1894, a murder took place at the Count of Warwick's beautiful manor in Scotland. A manservant was slain at a costume party. Ruled an accident, the ghost of the servant still haunts the halls, trying to reveal his murderer 28 years later. Mysterium is a cooperative mystery-solving game for 2 to 6 players from Libellud. Players assume the roles of mediums, trying to solve the mystery of the murder before time runs out and the ghost can no longer hold his form. Will you be able to decipher the ghost's vision, or will he disappear before you can figure it out? Let's find out in Mysterium. Take the character, location, and object psychic cards and shuffle them. The number of cards you lay out depends on 2 things: the number of players and the level of difficulty you wish to play. When choosing the number of players, be sure to include the ghost in that number. Lay out the appropriate number of character psychic cards and place the character progress board below them. Repeat this for the location and object cards. Place the epilogue progress board at the top of the play area. The clairvoyancy track is double-sided. One side for 4 to 5 players, the other is for 6 to 7 players. These are indicated in the bottom corners by a circle of dots. For this game, I have set up for 4 players and 1 ghost, so 5 total players, at a medium difficulty. I have 7 cards laid out above their respective progress boards. Build the clock and set the hand on the 1 o'clock spot and place it near the board. In Mysterium, players can assume one of 2 roles, either the ghost, trying to give visions to let the world know who killed them, where it happened, and what weapon was used, or the mediums, trying to decipher those visions. Set up the ghost screen at the end of the table. Take the ghost tokens and place them under their corresponding color on the screen. Each of the character, location, and object psychic cards have numbers on the back that will correspond with the numbers on the ghost cards. Find the matching numbered cards and shuffle each stack. Draw the number of cards equal to the number of mediums and place them in their corresponding pockets on the back of the screen. Each player will have their own column. Take the number of crows as indicated by the difficulty level you have chosen. For example, I have put 4 of each type of card into pockets representing characters my players have chosen. I have taken all 3 of the crows and placed them near the screen. Now shuffle the vision cards and draw 7 of them. This is your starting hand. The ghost is now ready to play. Choose your character and take the corresponding colored sleeves, crystal ball intuition token, clairvoyancy tokens, and clairvoyancy level marker. Place the intuition token on the character progress board. Place your clairvoyancy level marker on the outside edge of the clairvoyancy track with the arrow pointing down at 0. The number of clairvoyancy tokens you get is determined by the number of players you have. For a 2 to 3 player game, you do not receive tokens. For a 4 to 5 player game, you receive the tokens labeled 1 through 4, and for a 6 to 7 player game, you will receive all of the tokens. Now you are ready to play. Mysterium is played in 2 phases: reconstruction of events and revealing the culprit. Players have 7 rounds to correctly guess the suspect, location, and weapon. If someone cannot guess in 7 rounds, the game is over. The ghost communicates only by vision cards. This means that you cannot speak, give clues, or even change your body language in a way that might give away if your players are right or wrong. The ghost can pick any player to start with. They will choose however many cards out of their hand that they feel best represents the suspect card and hand them to the corresponding player. The ghost can keep track of who they have handed cards to by pushing the ghost tokens up to the screen. Once you have given a player cards, draw back up to 7. Do this for every player. If you feel that you do not have cards that accurately represent the suspect, you can use your crows. Place a crow marker on the top of the screen and discard your hand and draw 7 new cards. Be sure to keep track of what cards are on the table, or you may lead your players in a different direction on accident. Once you have given vision cards to all players, flip the sand timer Discard the rest of your hand and draw 7 new cards for the next round. Once you have received your vision cards from the ghost, you can begin to decipher what they mean. This can be discussed with the rest of the players. However, we like to try and make a gut decision before opening it up for discussion. If you have made a decision, place your intuition token on the card. More than one intuition token can be placed on a single card. However, that does mean that one person will be correct and the other will be wrong. Or they could both be wrong. Other players can gain momentum on the clairvoyancy tracker by marking your guess correct or incorrect by placing their clairvoyancy tokens next to your intuition token. If you think someone is correct, place your clairvoyancy token with the green check mark on it pointing toward that player's intuition token. If you think it is incorrect, place the clairvoyancy token with the red X on it. You have until the sand timer runs out to make your decisions. Once the timer runs out, the ghost will then tell each player whether they interpreted the vision correctly or not. If they have, the player will move their intuition token onto the next progress board, take their suspect card, and place it into their sleeve. Then, give their vision cards back to the ghost to be placed in the discard pile. If the player was incorrect, they will move their intuition token back to the original progress board and keep their vision cards. The ghost will give them more cards in the next round. If clairvoyancy tokens have been placed, those who were correct will move their clairvoyancy track marker up 1 space. If you were incorrect, your track marker does not move. Place the used tokens on the clock in their indicated spaces. Finally, move the clock hand up 1 hour. Repeat this until everyone has reached the epilogue progress board, or you have completed 7 rounds. A few more things. Once the clock hits 4, players will receive all of their used clairvoyancy tokens that were placed on the clock back to be used for the rest of the game, so don't be shy about putting them out at the beginning. Once players reach the progress board, their clairvoyancy track marker will go up the number of spaces equal to the number of hours left on the clock. You can still use your clairvoyancy tokens to guess if other players are correct or incorrect to move higher on the tracker. Once all players have reached the epilogue progress board, the final phase begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're having some major technical difficulties.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're actually live right now on my iPad because the computer will not stay on. It keeps restarting itself. So...
While you're waiting, check out Megan's shop. Do it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to call it a night so we can try to spend the evening trying to figure out what's going on with the tech. We appreciate everyone that did stop by.
Yeah.
We will do everything we can to keep this happening in the future. Again, we are just starting our stream. This is only our 6th one. We tried to do something fancy with a 3rd camera, and we think it may have overloaded my old computer.
Overloaded the computer.
Yeah.
But my makeup is on point.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Internet.
So we
Join
love you
us,
all. We'll be back on Monday.
with 5 tribes.
5 tribes.
Playing 5 Tribes and Days of Wonder.
It'll just be the 3 of us again, and it'll be 2 cameras.
And I'm going to
hopefully-
dress up.
hopefully
As
that-
what?
What?
A camel?
I'm a 5th tribe.
A 6th tribe?
Sure. A meeple.
Okay.
Anyways.
You turned down that idea when we wanted you to dress up as a meeple.
Well, I'm offering to do it now to make up for this bad stream.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed what you saw.
Mysterium is great. We'll play it again.
We'll play it again.
Yeah.
Oh, hey!
Hey, Gourmet.
Oh, look.
But
Welcome
yeah.
to the end of the stream.
But we do love you guys. The VOD, well, the 15 VODs from the 1500 restart will be up on Twitch. I probably would take down the ones that are like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But what we will do is we'll piece together the ones we have to give you one full game playthrough of Mysterium.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So the Catan from Monday, the How to Plays from Monday, the How to Play from tonight, and this one will all go up tomorrow afternoon.
Sweet.
Yeah. But
We love you.
we love you guys. Thank
we're
you so
really
much for your
sad.
support.
Vote!
We still have a week for that, but yes.
I know. I'm just reminding the people to educate yourself on who you're going to vote for and do it. Early voting is available now for anyone who doesn't
Best
want to
10
wait for
second stream
Tuesday.
ever.
There you go.
All
Vote.
right. Well, anyways, we
love
you.
each other.
Love each other.
I don't care if we love you. Love each other.
And we will hopefully see you guys on Monday.
Board games.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Don't kiss at them.